Hey guys, what's up? It's Sean, Autotopia LA. Today we're here with Lou. Lou's come in from a kind of a whirlwind bit of a trip to show us your F100. First of all, what year F100?
Okay, this is a 1967 F100. It's totally been redone. I did everything.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
When you started, was it a decent truck or was it a?
It was decent. I picked it up in Modesto. It was a running 6-cylinder at that time. It was a 4-speed. So I ordered a chassis for it. It's got a complete brand new chassis underneath it. Roadster shop chassis.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, so you went all in on this.
Oh, yes.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. I put in my order for an engine, which is the 5.0 Coyote motor. 5.0 with a 6R80 automatic transmission behind it. Everything on the engine is stock, factory. Modified the air inlet tube. It's a fresh air intake from the front of the grille.
Wow, it's such a clean engine bay. So Roadster shop chassis, I see it's on air, obviously.
Yes, sir. AccuAir.
AccuAir.
Yeah. Four-wheel airbag, of course, with sensors. It's a pretty good system.
Yeah.
You know, I like it.
Yeah, yeah.
It's all hidden away. All the air lines and the wire harness is all in the frame.
Yeah.
So I modified all that so there's nothing that hangs below the chassis.
Nice.
Even the exhaust is tucked up.
Yeah, everything's up above.
Yes.
So smart. So the Patina is not an original Patina.
It is not. The original color was the tan. Laid down several different colors. There's a black coat under this. There's the brown. Then there's the beige that we put on. And in the areas when you go around and see where I was going to lightly sand it, I just barely dusted that so they would just get a little bit of color.
Yeah.
A lot of people give me shit over, you know, it's not real, but
yeah.
You know, I get a lot of compliments on how good it does look.
You said you got 28,000
miles on it
in a couple of years.
1 year.
In 1 year.
Yeah, since April of last year when I finished it, my first road trip was back to Tennessee to the F100 Nationals. Twirled around there, came home, did a little jog there.
You're not trailering it, you're driving it.
Driving it. With the Roadster shop, it comes with Bear brakes, and then I decided to go with the Bear Master cylinder, and it's manual brakes. I don't have, you know, because there's not enough room for the booster.
Yeah.
Maybe eventually I can do the hydro boost on there.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, running off the power steering.
Yeah.
But for now, it does its job.
I love manual brakes personally. I really like them. What was your wheel choice on here? Because I think your wheel choice is awesome.
So on these are Detroit steel wheels,
Okay.
20s, 20 by 9 in the front, 20 by 11 in the rear.
They look so good on here, man. And I'm such a side exit exhaust guy. I love that you went side exit, but and you did this yourself as well?
Right, and there's a little trick to that. It was actually a flange for a differential that had a metal piece on it that was flared. So we popped that off of there, and then we had to modify them, slit them, and angle them, and weld them in there, you know, to make it look like that. Because I've seen a lot of guys do the side exhaust, and it's all flush, right? And I kind of want a little texture to it.
Yeah. That's a really unique look, actually, because you're right. Typically, it is flush. There might be some kind of metal piece that goes with it,
right?
But not raised out at all.
Right.
I mean, to give it some dimension, some depth there. One of my favorite spots always is interiors. I love. Yeah, it's where we spend our time, right?
Yeah.
When we're in it, that's mostly what we're seeing.
Yeah, it's got a TMI seat.
The
dash pad is also TMI, and they did the steering wheel for me.
Those guys just seem to do great stuff.
Yeah. I'm not a custom builder. I don't do all that. I don't do interior, so I was just looking for something that I could do myself and put in. I did have to modify the seat frame because I have the drive shaft tube. As you can see in there too, the hump for the transmission is a lot taller. That's because this thing sits so low, and that 6R80 is a little bit taller than normal.
Yeah. And
then the carpet is like a Mercedes weave.
What dash choice is this on gauges?
Dakota Digital. It's one of their dash clusters. And then I did one little trick thing there. You can kind of see where the ashtray is.
Oh,
it's got the air ride in there.
Well, man, if there's anything we've left out, let's hit on it. If there's not, let's go drive it.
Okay.
Cool. Well, we'll go do the drive part, man. That's the part I always like.
All right.
I never asked before when we were kind of left it out, I suppose, was what you're running for a rear end in here.
9-inch. That's what they, 370 gears. See, there's another whole backstory to this build.
Oh, is there?
So I lost my wife 4 years ago.
Sorry, man.
So it was kind of a dedication to her because I had just started it, and it played out perfect because when I went and bought it, wasn't thinking, oh, here's a cool 67, yada yada. But then she was born in 67, so that's why her initials are on the license plate.
Gotcha, man. Wow, dude, I'm so sorry to hear that. That's...
So I don't tell too many people that. I mean, you know, it's still hard, you know.
Obviously, man, yeah.
So we're just cruising across the country, and she's with me, and, you know, my wife in spirit.
I get you,
so,
man. I totally get it. And if you want, it's up to you. That's the kind of thing I actually do love leaving in our videos.
Yeah.
If you're not comfortable with that, we won't put that in there.
I'm okay.
That's up to you. It's the reality of part of what this build is.
Right.
Get that better stance.
Yeah. Give you a better shot.
I actually like how you drive this. You really are. You built it to cruise. I love the whole spectrum of our hot rod world. You know, I like the guys that build them to do quarter-mile burnouts. But I absolutely love when something's built with the purpose like this of, I'm driving it across the country. I don't need to do burnouts. I don't need to do donuts. I want to drive and just cruise and enjoy my truck, you know? I get it exactly. I mean, you built and nailed what you went for building this thing.
Right.
You know, I can see how you could have 28,000 miles on this thing.
Yeah, and it was the first airbag vehicle that I've owned.
Yeah.
You know, so I didn't know what to expect. And there's, you know, some ups and downs to it, but, and I don't mean that in a suspension way. I mean, you know, but again, the roads, if they're nice, it's like butter. But when the roads and
Bumpy
you're all
roads
over,
sucks, huh?
yeah, you're just all over the place.
Yeah. TMI nails it on these seats.
Yeah, not bad.
Pretty damn comfortable seat, you know? Boy, it's funny in an airbag vehicle when you start hitting bumps.
Bumps, yes.
Man, what a cool homespun build. And I love that he built it with the intent of doing exactly what he does. Cruising it, but cruising it all the way across the country and back and back. I mean, it's amazing what Lou's built here and the inspiration from his wife. Just a cool story, cool truck. I'm just kind of loving this one, man. So I hope you guys had fun in this one. Big thanks for hanging and watching what we do, and we'll see you in the next one. All right, man. Later.